I got revenge on my mother-in-law after years of toxic behavior. For years, my mother-in-law, Maëlle, has made my life a living hell. I'll be honest, I never had an easy relationship with her, but it really became unbearable after I married her son, Jake. At first, I thought maybe it was just some overprotectiveness or a mother's love for her child, but soon it became clear that she wasn't just being protective, she was controlling, manipulative, and downright cruel. I'm sure a lot of people will understand this, but she always had something negative to say about me. Whether it was my appearance, how I cooked, how I cleaned, or my career, nothing was ever good enough. I would catch her whispering to Jake, making passive-aggressive comments about how I didn't measure up to what a wife should be. She would compare me to Jake's exes, who she claimed were perfect, but it was never really about them, it was about her wanting to control every aspect of his life. The final straw came one Christmas. We were hosting a holiday dinner, and I had spent days cooking and decorating the house. I was proud of the spread, and it was one of the few times I felt I was able to get everything perfect. But when my Maëlle arrived, she barely even acknowledged all the work I had put in. Instead, she took one look at the Christmas tree, turned to me, and said, "I always thought you would have better taste." She then pointed to the dinner and said, "You could have at least learned to make something decent." I was stunned and, to be honest, humiliated. My husband just sat there awkwardly, not saying anything. That night, I cried. I felt like no matter what I did, I couldn't win. My husband was always caught between us, trying to keep the peace, but it was clear that his mother had a hold over him. I had had enough, and I knew something had to change. I started to plan my revenge, not because I wanted to be cruel, but because I wanted to take back some of the control I had lost over the years. The opportunity came a few months later when my husband had to go out of town for work for a few days. His mother called me and, as usual, had some complaint about how I was handling things. I calmly listened to her, then I said, "Well, since you're so concerned, how about you stay at our house for the weekend and help me with everything?" Her response was immediate, "Oh, I wouldn't want to impose. But thank you for the offer." She had expected me to back off, but instead, I said, "Actually, it would be really helpful. Jake won't be around, and I could use some extra hands." To my surprise, she agreed. She probably thought it would be a nice chance to teach me how to do things properly. I let her in on my plan. Over the next few days, I made sure to take full advantage of her presence. I delegated every chore and task possible, making sure she did them all while I kept my distance and did my own thing. I also made sure to casually leave out my camera and start recording her paw.